from this world.
Welcome back everybody to another Legends of Runeterra video here with Kaiokris, and today we're going to be going over a champion reveal / creative process discussion about Mordekaiser. This is a character I revealed in my newest video of a possible champion that could be in the game, and just coming up with some my own creative take on what Mordekaiser would be in the game. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, let me know what you guys think, and we'll get right here into the concept. So Mordekaiser is a 4-drop 5/3, which is a very unique stat line. Not many characters in this game have that. With Siphon, which is a brand new keyword skill that he uses. For his round starting ability, he creates a Enter the Death Realm in hand every single turn, and his level up effect is that he has gained 10 plus health from allies or enemies. Now, Siphon is a new keyword skill that works very similar to support abilities, but kind of in reverse. So if you guys know support characters will be on the left, the character you want to support will be on the right, and then they gain buffs depending on what the card says. Siphon works in reverse, so the character on the right actually has the keyword skill, and then it affects the character on the left. The idea is to have Siphon characters who will be bigger boss monsters or just stronger units. They want to be on the tail end of your attacking chain, so they're siphoning from whatever that character is, and now they're gaining those effects, whatever they might be. Now what Siphon does, the actual keyword skill itself, when you are in combat, the Siphon unit will siphon half of its ally to the left, half of their health for the turn. So if you are fighting with Mordekaiser and you have a character to his left that has 2 health, Mordekaiser will gain 1 health. If that character has 3 health, he will gain 2 health. Very similar to how Ledros's effect works, where it halves your opponent's health, but if it's an even number, it rounds it up, because you can't half odd numbers. And if a target has 1 health, it will kill that target and he will siphon that 1 health away. Now he does not keep that health, it is only for the duration of the turn, and at the end of the turn, the remaining siphoned health that was not damaged will go to the back to that ally, if it is alive. So if he steals 3 health from a target, he gets dealt 2 damage, then that target will get the remaining health back, which would be 1. And the goal with Mordekaiser is to get to 10 health. It doesn't have to be in the same turn, it just has to be a total of 10 health that he has to siphon, or not siphon, but he has to gain from his allies or his enemies. Siphon is one way he can do it from his allies, and the other way is using his spell called Enter the Death Realm, which will get it from his enemies. So what this ability is, it's a 3-drop slow speed that is fleeting, and what this ability does, it condemns a target unit, and once Mordekaiser enters combat, him and his target are sent to the Death Realm. When inside, they will burst spells and fast spells are no longer able to be affected. They're all nullified. And if Mordekaiser kills his target, he will absorb half of that target's health. So how this works is the ability can be counterplayed at the cast. So it can be denied. You can throw magic, spell shield on your on that ally. You can hit him with riposte. You can do whatever type of buffs you want to do at that particular moment. When Mordekaiser enters combat, so when he actually lines up his units and hits okay and goes for the attack, that function already happens. So Mordekaiser and that character are put in a bubble. Basically, they leave the battle area. They go to the Death Realm. So then when your opponent is now trying to plan out their blocking strategy and using other spells, they cannot target Mordekaiser, nor can they target that their unit that's being targeted by Mordekaiser. They cannot do it. This is a way of kind of forcing your opponent to kind of think 2 steps ahead. They either have to counter it there, or they have to deal some form of fast spell burst damage, or a burst spell to Mordekaiser or the target unit that's trying to be condemned, to try to save them or try to kill Mordekaiser. If they don't, good chance that Mordekaiser is just going to kill them. Now he absorbs that person's health, so it is not a siphon. An absorb is the same thing as gained, so he will actually absorb whatever half of their health is. So if he kills, let's say he kills a Fiora, he will gain 2 health from that Fiora, since the Fiora's health is at that base would be 3. He would siphon 2 health. If it's at 4, he would siphon 2. If it's at 5, he would siphon 3, and so on and so forth. This is a very powerful ability because this is the other way that Mordekaiser is going to level up. And doing this also kind of forces your opponent, kind of how Tom Kench's unquenchable taste or whatever that ability is that he uses. It forces your opponent to have to play around it every single turn, and it allows you to pass priority to them and forces them to actually make a play so you can be more reactive. So that is what Enter the Death Realm is. Now once he hits at 10 plus health, he will flip, and now he becomes a 7/4. So he gets 2 attack and 1 health. I felt the 1 health was probably maybe even too much. We may even take the 1 health out, just make him a 7/3. But he has Siphon, and now he has Fearsome as well, which you guys don't know what Fearsome is. Any target enemy that has, or any target unit that has 2 or less power cannot block this unit. So it makes him almost unblockable to a lot of different targets. At the round start, he will still create a Enter the Death Realm in hand, and all allies who are siphoned during combat gain +2/+0. So they gain a permanent 2 damage. This is very unique. There's a lot of different combinations you can do with this, and because his archetype will focus on having support and siphon units in it, you would have other siphon followers that would be able to possibly maybe siphon health from Mordekaiser, and then he'll gain a +2, or siphon it from another character, and then there's different effects that can happen with that. So it's a lot of different combinations and formulas that you could do with this to make Mordekaiser very, very strong. Now, some of the synergy that I came up with, or I created, was Freljord, Noxus, and Mount Targon, kind of being 3 of the big ones. One obviously you can see here with the Crimson Creator, the Curator, being able to damage that unit, and then because it is technically damaging him, it will create a random card in hand, and at the end of the round he will get the health back. So if Mordekaiser actually doesn't get dealt any damage, he becomes a 3/3 again, and then he's fully healthy, and now you can do that same thing next fight, and he's able to create more cards for you. Also, things like Troll Ravager, cards that have regeneration on them, you can just deal damage to them, and then if they don't die, they just go back up to full health. And because this is a 5 cost, he gets 3 health, so he becomes a 4-drop 5/6, which is a really difficult stat line to deal with around turn 4 and turn 5. And then probably one of the best ones is going to be the Traveler here. So when this Traveler supports a unit, it gains they grant that supported ally +0/+2. So Mordekaiser will get an instant 2 health, and then he will siphon 1 health from the Traveler, making him a 4-drop 5/6. Very, very strong. But then afterwards he would become a 4-drop 5/5. Which is pretty scary, considering he can just keep getting stronger and stronger every single turn. There's also some other unique formulas that you can do with maybe just having a mono Shadow Isles deck with maybe the Undying. There's a few different things you can do, but let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys can think of any cool combinations with this character, and even if you like the character idea, if you guys think of some different things that can change on it. Obviously, leave some productive feedback in the comments. We can discuss it in there as well. Share it. See if anybody likes this sort of concept. And if you like these videos, of course, make sure you guys like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.